I want to climb out of this stinking pile of shit that everybody else calls life. I want to be a man that builds my own life. Hell, to discover myself along the way.
Gentlemen, what's going on? What are you proud of? If I came to your door and asked you quick, tell me everything great in your life, you would probably be like most men. Stammering and stuttering around, grasping for some sliver of pride. Well, I have a job, a girlfriend, I bought a new car. But are we seriously pleased with these trophies, or do we feel obligated to thrust them as our highest accomplishments, merely because that's the narrative projected as the status quo? Hell, it's what normal people do, and it's how it's been done forever. Who am I to rock the boat, right? But we see this flood of bullshit continually crashing its degenerate waves into our boats, and so we're seeing a rise in men beginning to exercise their right to think for themselves. I don't want to be proud of following someone else. Like, how is my trophy for mediocrity something to hold in esteem? Like, what decent man runs around with a 7th place trophy in his hand screaming, "Look at me, I'm the greatest man alive"? But in essence, that's what is spreading throughout the present age. There's this fragmented sense of what pride actually means. Everyone's limping around on some broken ideals of what strength, pride, and accomplishment truly represent. Nietzsche said, "I teach no to all that makes me weak, that exhausts. I teach yes to all that strengthens, that stores up strength, that pride." And I love this because it makes me ask myself, am I proud of weak things that are going to leave me exhausted and ultimately defeated? Or do I say yes to all that strengthens me and leaves me a better man? We have to ask ourselves, are we proud of being caught up in the rat race of life, simply keeping pace with that asshole to the left of us? Or are we proud of separating ourselves from the weak and hanging strength on the highest rung of the ladder we choose to daily ascend? I want to climb out of this stinking pile of shit that everybody else calls life. I want to be a man that builds my own life. Hell, to discover myself along the way, and not just be another cog in somebody else's machine. I want to be filled with such an immense pride in something that can never be torn down, something that can't be duplicated. I want to leave my fucking fingerprint on my life. You see it and you know it. Yeah, that was his. He owned his life. You know that feeling of accomplishment when you've attained something you set out to fulfill. It's fucking the greatest feeling ever. It brings a self-possessed satisfaction that can't ever be rivaled. And when you knock on my door to ask me to tell you what I'm proud of, I want you to be prepared to pull up a rocking chair and a glass of water because, man, we're going to be here for a while. I want my answers to be big, precise, and beautiful. I'm proud to be a man, damn it, and I'm a good one. Let that be my motivation. Let that be the beginning of my pride. To be a man that pursues separating himself from the status quo. That is definitely something to take pride in, immense pride. Love and respect, gentlemen. Take pride in yourself. Be that person that separates himself from the crowd. You will hear from me next episode.